Alright, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com if you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something. Write me, kingtyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of this YouTube channel. Click on the video that interests you. Watch it, give me some feedback in the comments. Do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? I really appreciate that. So look, let's get on with the video. The P. Diddy situation, aka Puffy, they just did a press conference from Tony Busby, who is a lawyer down here in Houston. He's representing, they said 120 victims, new victims just came out. It's 60 men, 60 women, and in between that is 25 of those 120 were minors at the time. Let me say that, were minors at the time. And this is a span from 1991 to, I think he said to present time, I guess, maybe 2022 to 2020. I don't know. I think it's the present time, but it just ranges from 1991 to, let's just say 1991 to present time, right? And a lot of people is giving mixed feelings about this. A lot of people saying, "Oh, that don't make sense. That's too many. That number's too wide." Some people still are riding with Puffy on this and saying that these people are just doing this for a money grab. Let me say this: the lawyer Tony Busby he said that this is not going to be all victims grouped into one. He's saying that this is going to be individually case. Like he's going to have an individual trial for just about all of them. And he's saying that the ones that I'm almost positive the ones he's coming forward with, they have substantial evidence, and he said that. And he also said he gave some of the sick details. Like for instance, he said that a 15-year-old minor at the time, a young man, was coming to trying to get a record deal with Puffy at the time. I don't know what year this was, but he was a minor at the time, and he said Puffy, put him to the side, got him away from his parents, and coerced him to give him oral sex, and promising of making him a star. And I think the youngest victim, they said, was 9 years old at the time. The details of some of the women that he described, he said that some of the women was drugged. They was drugged, and they woke up with the anal hurting, their vagina hurting the next day, and they not knowing what happened. When I look at all this stuff, even the men that's come forward, and usually, let me tell you something, men do not, especially a straight man, a man do not come out and report. It takes a lot for a man to come out and say that he was sexually assaulted. That leads me to think that if this many men came out, I don't believe it's a money grab, because it's one thing for a woman to come out. It's a very tragic situation for a woman to be sexually assaulted, right? Very horrific. But for a man to admit that he was sexually assaulted, it's a straight man, it's hardly unlikely. It has to really be something for a man to come out and speak that truth, because you get so much ridicule as a man of you're not being a real man because of this happened to you. And this might be a situation you can't control. So I feel like in most of those cases, this is my opinion, I don't know any more details, but I'm saying, and all that were going to be revealed later on, I'm sure. And a lot of those situations, I believe, and this is my personal opinion, I believe that a lot of these were straight men who probably was drugged and got put in compromising situations, and probably was recorded, more than likely. And I think Diddy, Puffy, whatever, I believe he uses that to hold things over people's head. And there's been rumors for him to do this with other celebrities, you know. So I believe I believe when there's smoke, there's fire. I believe that a lot of these things, and everybody is innocent to proven guilty, but the things that Puffy, the rumors has been circulating for years about Puffy, and for people who's doubting this case against Puffy, I mean, what more else do you need? You know, everybody's not lying. Everybody's not doing this for a money play. You know, I know people come out and say, oh, well, why now? Why this? Why that? Let me tell you something. When you're a victim, you know, and a lot of times, let me give you an example, right? Follow this young sister. It's a sister called Love Jones. She has a YouTube channel. I just followed her, Love Jones. She told a story on a Storm Moreau show. Follow Storm Moreau. If anybody, you know, if you're on YouTube, you know, follow Storm Moreau. She was on the Storm Moreau show maybe about 7-8 months ago. She told a story back then, 8-9 months ago, and she showed when she was at a party with Christian, which is Puffy's son, and another one of his sons, and she showed she was taking a selfie. She was putting it on her Instagram. She was having a good time. She said that she was invited to a hotel party for the after party of that, and she said that she got on to because they had like a party bus. She got on to go to the hotel. She said she took some drinks. You know, she said, but she seen other people take a drink. She thought it was normal. One of Puffy's sons had his girlfriend with him, so it was a group of people, not just her and Puffy's sons. It was one of the son's girlfriend. This is what her story is. She said it's Puffy's sons, one of the son's girlfriend, and a group of people. You know, men and women, and they was all having fun, getting on a party bus, having a good time. A lot of stuff she recorded and put it on Instagram, so she showed proof. Her dancing with one of Puffy's sons, all that's recorded. But she did say she remembered getting on the bus, but she said she don't remember what happened when she got to the hotel. She said I believe she said she remembered waking up the next morning, and she said, damn, she just could not remember what happened. And even one of the victims, with the Tony Busby, the lawyer in Houston, was saying that one of the victims, there was horse tranquilizer found in their system. And you're gonna see that that's a lot of the cases. Even her situation, she never reported it. Love Jones, I was telling you about, she never reported it because she kept saying, well, I don't think nothing happened. I don't remember anything, but I don't think nothing happened. I remember she remember waking up in a Uber, going back to her apartment, you know, and she never went to the police, but she just thought like, damn. Then she kept debating herself. Well, I didn't want to say they raped. I mean, they drugged me. I was drugged, but evidently, yeah, I guess so, because I don't remember anything. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people question, why now? Let me tell y'all something. Things, whatever's done in the dark is going to come to light. And things like this, you can only be on top and do all this evil, demonic shit only until it's time for the devil to collect. And the devil is finally going to collect on Puffy. And the devil's going to collect on all the associates that's associated with it, whoever was around it, witnessed it. And now all these people, these Hollywood people who was involved, all these people who had a help in this, who laced drinks, laced all that stuff, they're going to get their due. They're going to get their due. And everything is going to come out. All these people that's on these tapes. And I believe there's a lot of people on tapes that did not know, that was in a compromising position, that was drugged. It's gonna come forward, you know, because now the shame is not there anymore. Puffy is away now. He can't harass people and get people to change their story and threaten them and all this stuff there, you know, and put hits on people, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I believe that everything's gonna come out, and this is what makes people comfortable for coming out. Puffy has a lot of money, y'all. He has a lot of money, And other people in the industry witnessed, I'm sure, and heard the stories of how Puffy can get somebody allegedly knocked off, you know, get somebody hurt, you know. I mean, and people were scared. The women were scared, you know. I feel like, let me say this. People who were, an opportunity was presented by Puffy or whoever in the industry because you want to be famous so bad. I'm talking about this particular group of people, and these are people of age, right? And Puffy propositions you and say, hey, listen, you gotta get passed around or have sex with me or perform fellatio on me and get passed around and get in the industry, you'll be a star. And you openly agree to that, that's your integrity that's at stake. That's your, because you want to be famous so bad. That's on you, and you was of age and sound mind to make that decision. That's on you. I'm not even talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that were at these parties that was drugged, not knowingly, just taking the drinks. These women who were at these parties, just going to a party and was taking the drinks and was drugged not knowingly, and these things happened to them. That's what I'm talking about. These minors who, you know, even that was in their sound mind, they were just minors wanting the opportunity to be famous, to be a singer, to be a rapper, who was sexually assaulted. There's no excuse for that. No excuse at all for that, to do these minors, because Puffy has the power. Me personally, I believe it all. Whether some people's a money play or not, you might have a few money play, maybe, if that. But one thing, let me tell you something serious about this case. The people that's coming forward, if Tony Busby is representing them, and he has a cold reputation down here in Houston, if he's representing these victims, I guarantee you he's not going to be made a fool of. He's going to represent these victims, and they're gonna have some type of proof. Some type of proof. You know? So people need to pay attention to that. I feel that Puffy was put in this position. I do feel like things probably happened to Puffy when he was younger for him to be like this. But I do feel like that he was groomed into what he is. And I do believe he was grooming other people to be how he is. You know, and this is how this stuff in Hollywood continue on and continue on and continue on. Think about all the people who got into Hollywood, you know, got blackballed, you know, very talented and couldn't go anywhere because they didn't play the game. They didn't do all this shit to try to stay relevant in the game, you know. It's a lot of horror stories that people have talked about. And I believe that those people are going to get justice when this is all said and done. It's all done and over with. The victims are going to get justice. The minors, the kids in Hollywood who were sexually assaulted, that was unalived. All this stuff is going to start coming, it's going to get revealed. And this needs to happen. From Epstein to Puffy to whoever next. It needs to happen. Maybe some of this stuff will get cleaned up. Puffy is just one person who caused a lot in on the Black Hollywood side. You know, remember Epstein was on the other side. Puffy, in my opinion, was on the black side doing this. So everything is gonna come to light, and we all gonna witness it. I don't know if he's gonna get 20, 30 years. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna get off. I don't know. Time will tell. You know, he fired his lawyers. He got new lawyers now. Only time will tell. He refused the plea deal, so he's got to take it to trial. We're just gonna see. I don't pray on nobody's downfall, but I do know that shit in Hollywood needs to be cleaned up for the future, so people who with talent can have a chance to make it and not have to be subjected to a casting couch situation. You know what I mean? Prayers for the victims. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. What do you think about the Puffy situation? Do you believe do you believe these new witnesses, I mean these new victims that's coming about? Do you believe these people just all money grabs? You know, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I really want to hear what y'all think about this whole situation. Let's put it in the comments. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace and blessings. One love. I'm out.